Hello, Rose. How are you doing today?
Alright.
Did you find everything okay? Did you find the office okay? Great. I know that we like sort of met in passing, but have you ever sat down at a counseling session before?
Once was a little while ago.
Okay. So just before we start, get into the heavy stuff, I'm just gonna talk to you a little bit about confidentiality. Has anybody ever talked to you about confidentiality before?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, then I'll use this time to go over it just a little bit more, just to make sure that everything's laid out. There are like kind of four essential areas that we like to cover for confidentiality. Um, that would not be covered under confidentiality. So it would be if you express suicidal thoughts, if you expressed homicidal thoughts, so harm to yourself or harm to others. If there was any sort of elderly abuse that you um, divulged to me, or child abuse that you talked to me about as well, I would have to, bring that up with somebody. And then also, just if, like, for any reason the courts need any kind of documentation from me or anything like that, they can require me to give that over. So those are just, a few of the instances where confidentiality would not apply. But other than that, what you say here stays here, and it's all just to help you move forward in whatever you're struggling with. So everything is going to be confidential for that part. So is that okay? Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So now we can talk about what brought you in today.
Uh, Stress.
Yeah.
Lots of stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just trying to juggle school and work, and then I was out of a car for a month.
Wow.
I was in a rental car for a month, and then got had to take that back, but so I was carless for a week.
Oh, that's never a good feeling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Then I had the stress of trying to get a car, and because I'm 19, not very. I have zero credit. So
Okay.
it's like,
Okay. Wow.
and I work part time at McDonald's, so it's like
Mhm.
my finances is not the best. So it makes it a challenge.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
And then just trying to get to work, make sure I can pay for these things, and then trying to get all schoolwork and assignments done on time. Just come to school on time.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is that there are kind of like three main areas that you're most stressed about: is school, work, and then figuring out, your situation with your car, your vehicle, getting places. What of those three areas are kind of like forethought, like front of your mind, what you need to take care of right away?
Well, kind of school.
Yeah.
Because
that's important one.
I kind of figured out the car situation slightly. Now it's just finalizing it, and just all I have to do is fund my insurance until I have a car, because I finally got a car for a month. And it's trying to get the assignments done, understand what the assignments are asking of me, and I'm kind of a quiet person, so I don't like asking for help.
Okay.
So, and then when people hear them struggling, it's like, you should have asked for the help.
Yeah.
Like, no, I just didn't ask.
it can be hard sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. So, if school is the kind of the forefront of your mind of what you're struggling with the most, have you found anything that kind of works in terms of you organizing yourself and making sure that you get? Is there any kind of system that you put into place?
Trying to write down when all the assignments are due, and stuff.
Having them written out in front of you.
I forget that sometimes. Because there's so many assignments due pretty much in 1 week. It's just like, oh my goodness.
I get that. Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's like, I'm trying to remember while I'm trying to do the assignments.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I have to work, it makes it a little bit more challenging.
Balancing the two.
But I gotta work, because then I can't pay for the vehicle that I have.
Of course. But it is good that, you at least have some sort of written out system so that you can see the assignment dates in front of you. Like, that's that's a big step in being able to organize your assignments and organize your school life. You said that people sometimes will ask you why you didn't ask them for help. So are these friends of yours who are offering that kind of support?
Friends, yeah.
Okay.
Because the friends that I made in the same program as me, they do remind me when the assignments are due, but I don't ask them for help when I'm struggling, and they're just like, you could have asked, we could have helped. And then my family, I know they would try to help, but it's like I don't know if they understand the information. It's just like every time I go, it's like going through my mind, like I don't even know if they can help me. I don't even know if they know what this is, or what it's asking. They could actually explain it to me in a better way. And I actually told my sister I was getting stressed at work. She's like, why don't you go and see if you find tutoring? Because you do have an IEP. Like, I don't even know if any of that stuff's transferred over. So it's just trying to figure out how is the best way to get help with the work when I don't understand it. Okay. I know I'm not being the greatest in a few of my classes. But it does sound like there's room, from what you said. It sounds like there's room to, kind of reach out and try to, like help yourself in like doing better. So like one of the things that you could do is see if that IEP like transferred over and see if there are like special, accommodations that the tutoring can help or the school itself can help in allowing you to exceed to your fullest potential. I guess I can try to do that. Yeah. I still don't know where everything is in the school, even though it's been almost a year that I've been in the school, in the building. It's like I don't know where everything is. I still get lost in Fleming. Because our classes are all in one little section, so I don't go You don't all explore over that. Yeah, for sure. School, so it's... Okay. So now the friends that you talked about, do you think that they would be willing to help you kind of navigate that and like try to figure out with you where you can go and get the tutoring help that you might need? Maybe. So asking them might be, something that you can work up to doing then. I don't know. Maybe they may be able to help. It's a thought, it's something that like, it wouldn't be bad to try and just, see if even just in passing, ask any of them, hey, do you know where this office is? That might help. Yeah. So we can start on a few goals. And I think that we, touched on them before. So like maybe talking about your IEP with some of the tutoring options and what that can mean for you. And then maybe another goal can be like asking your friends for help, even in just one area, whether it be like for an assignment or whether it be finding an office, something small like that. You can kind of ask them for help and see if they're willing to lend a hand. Does that sound okay? Yeah. Okay. That's wonderful. Next time you come in, I want to hear all about that. All about, what your friends thought, what the tutoring office said. If you're willing to share that with me, I'd love to hear all about that. And then other than that, thank you for coming in, Rose. That is time, but hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you.